Um, Today we are going to be doing yoga. I think this is a really important skill to have, even if you don't do yoga all the time. Um, as rowers, we need to know how to connect to our breath and using breath to fuel our movement, because without air, without the ability to breathe, we can't move, we can't live. So I have based this yoga session off of this program that I did, this course that I did through Yoga International. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but this yoga instructor, Luke Ketterhagen, he does yoga for athletes, and he has 4 different classes that are around 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and he has a session for core, a session for arms and back, a session for legs. And the one that I think was the most interesting was endurance. As rowers, we have a crazy amount of endurance, right? And we have to have endurance. It's the ability to put out power using your body for an extended amount of time. And you have to have a certain mindset with that. And something that he said is that endurance is a mental concept, it's an attitude. You need to have that stability and that balance within yourself in order to push yourself when you're tired and exhausted. And that's how you win races. That's how you get through erg pieces. That's how you get through the 20-minute runs that we do at practice. Without that mental stability, that mental fortitude, you wouldn't be able to get through a 6K or get through a race, even a 2K, even like a 500-meter piece. Like, you know, the exhaustion starts to settle in around 200 meters, and you're like, oh no, I have to row 300 more meters. So I'm going to use this yoga session as a chance for us to move with our breath, to really be more mindful with our breath, and just really honing into what we feel internally instead of reacting to external forces. Because the reason why we do balance circuits is so you get that inner balance, so you can rely on yourself to get through pieces and to just be good to your muscles and good to your cells and keep that mental strength, which is endurance. Okay, so, and that's what Steve and I tell you all the time, right? In erg pieces, we're like, breathe, 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 relax your face, relax your shoulders. It's all about utilizing the muscles that we need and relaxing the muscles that we don't. So hopefully you all have yoga mat. If you don't, hopefully you're on carpet, because we're going to be doing planks and all that good stuff. So we're going to start off you can start off here, but I'm going to face you. We're going to start off in mountain pose. So in mountain pose, you want to be nice and strong and tall, your shoulders relaxed. I like to open my hands a little, and I want you to just think about your breathing. And you want to think about breathing in and out using your diaphragm, and filling up your stomach like you're filling up a balloon, and exhaling, like, and then the balloon will fly around all over the place. So inhale and exhale. And while you're here, try to lift up your toes a little bit. Just balancing. I'm going to give you 2 more breaths here. And while you're here, I want you to start thinking about breathing just using your nose and opening up your throat. So with yoga, normally we can hear the breath because we move the breath through the throat as it goes in and out of our nose. All right, so now that you've got your breathing down, we're gonna rock back and forth, going from our heels all the way up to our toes. And notice here how we stay, even though this is such a small movement, we have to stay balanced. And using our breath to fuel that. Rocking with our breath. There's a certain poise, a certain gracefulness. And on your next inhale, we're gonna raise up on our toes and you swing our arms up. So exhale, your arms go down and then you go back to your heels. Inhale up, inhale down. Using your breath to move with your body. Your breath fuels all of your movements. All right, good job. Now we're gonna start at the top of our mat. And you should already be there. If you're not, that's okay. And reaching up. When your arms are up, relax the shoulders and stretch out through your spine. And exhale, float down. And just let that neck rest a little bit. Totally ragdoll here. And inhale, look up, go to the tops of your fingertips. Lengthen out the spine. And exhale, back down. Step your feet back. And then we're going to lower all the way down to the ground while exhaling. Then inhaling, we'll go up to cobra. So we're not all the way up here. We're keeping our pelvis on the ground. And exhale back down. Inhale back up. And exhale to child's pose. You take a few deep breaths here. Take 3 breaths here. Sorry, my dog. Staying in child's pose. And inhale up to downward dog. Stop. Breathing here. Pedal your heels a little bit. Really thinking about your breath, breathing deeply, relaxing your jaw. And stay in downward dog while I get rid of my dog. All right, and when you're in downward dog, we're gonna reach, we're gonna step up with our right leg. We're gonna go up to crescent lunge or high lunge. So you might be wobbling, you might be teetering a little bit, that's okay. But with endurance, we know that we have the strength to stay here for a few breaths by engaging our core, engaging that lower core and breathing. Relax your jaw. And we're gonna exhale, go to plank. And when you're in plank, we're nice and strong here, nice and strong, engaging the core. Our glutes are relaxed, your jaw's relaxed, and we're gonna lower down, slowly all the way down to the ground. And we're gonna inhale to cobra, exhale down. Inhale to cobra, exhale down. One more inhale, and exhale to child's pose. Staying here for a few breaths. And we're going to inhale and exhale to downward dog. Feeling the stretch in your calves and your hamstrings and pedaling those heels. And we're going to switch legs to high lunge. So left leg forward and swoop up. Finding your balance, finding your poise. Everything is slow and graceful here. Staying relaxed. But in that relaxation, we have power. Remember to breathe. Relax your jaw. And one more breath here. And exhale, lower your hands down. Inhale, bring that back leg up, and we're going to do a forward fold. Hug your legs here, really squeeze. And inhale up, reaching up, and exhale, hands to heart center. And just sit here for 2 breaths. On your next inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Moving with your breath. Inhale up. Halfway up to the fingertips, and exhale, lower down. And we're gonna step back to plank. Remember, when we step back, we are still engaging the abs. It's slow and controlled, right? So we're not just going like that. We're not just being floppy. We're using our breath to move. Staying nice and controlled, engaging the abs. And now you can lower down and go to upward dog if you want, or you can stay with going all the way down to cobra. So I'm going to go down to downward dog, upward dog. And you can go to downward dog or child's pose here. Whatever you think is necessary for you. I'm ready for downward dog because I'm warmed up. And if you're in child's pose, go up to downward dog. And inhale, reach that right leg up, open up your hips. And step that right leg forward in between your hands. Turn that back foot to 45 degrees. We're going to go to warrior 1. Nice and strong here, poised. And what we're going to do now, we're going to move in and out of the pose. So we're gonna exhale, our arms are gonna go down, we're gonna straighten that front leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, back up. And do that 2 more times on your own. And we're gonna hold the pose 1 more time. And if you feel unbalanced here, back out of it. If this is too much, go here. Go here. Whatever works for you. We're tapping in to that mental fortitude here. Tapping into that balance, knowing that everything will be okay when we have our inner strength and our inner balance. And we're gonna exhale, putting our arms down and going back to downward dog. And 3 breaths here. And inhale, left leg up. And bend that leg, bend that knee, and open up a little bit. Open up the hips here. And step forward for warrior 1. Hold it here. And we're gonna inhale and exhale in and out of the pose again. So exhale, arms go down. Inhale, arms go up. Do this 3 times on your own, using your breath, not rushing it at all. Inhale, hold the pose. Feel that you're grounded through your feet. Relax the shoulders. So you get this juxtaposition of relaxing your shoulders and reaching up. Lengthen with the spine and the lower abs are engaged. And your legs are engaged. Nothing is straining. We have power with that relaxation. 1 more inhale and exhale. Hands go down. Inhale to the downward dog. And breathe. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And we're gonna inhale, step up to the front of your mat. Slow and controlled. Inhale, look up to the fingertips. Exhale, down. Squeezing your body towards your legs. And inhale, reach up. Slow and controlled. Exhale, hands to heart center. And feel the poise that you have, the balance that you have. Right now, we're tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxation system. We're getting out of our flight and fight response. We're letting the relaxation permeate every single cell in our body. We can still have a low intensity workout, but fine tune our muscles in a way that's good and balanced for us. and breathe. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, look up with the fingertips. Lengthen out the spine. Exhale, lower down. And inhale and exhale. Bring that right leg back. And we're going to go to warrior two. Looking out at the middle finger that's reaching out in front of you. So that's going to be your left hand. And we're going to move in and out of the pose again. So we're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, back into the pose. Inhale, arms come up and look forward, straight ahead. And exhale, look back at your fingers. We're going to do that 3 more times with your own breath. And last one. And hold the pose. So you want to feel that stretch all the way through your chest with your arms reaching out, but you still have all this strength, all this groundedness through your feet, through your legs. You're strong here. And inhale, exhale, windmill those hands to your front leg and go to plank. Exhale, we're going to lower down. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale to downward dog or child's pose. Stay here for 3 breaths. And inhale, bring that right leg forward. Warrior two on the other side. Feeling the groundedness through your feet. Hold the pose. All right, and we're gonna move in and out of the poses. So inhale, arms come up, and you look forward. Exhale, down into the pose. Moving with your breath. Do this 3 more times. There's no strain here, only ease and gracefulness. Just like the rowing stroke, there's so much strength and power in the rowing stroke, but it looks graceful. And last one, hold the pose. Feel the stretch through your chest. Feel the strength through your legs. And windmill those hands down to your front leg. Back to plank and lower down. Up to up dog as you inhale. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. And inhale, look forward. Step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips. Exhale, lower down. Squeezing your body towards your legs. And hands to the ground. Make sure you bring your feet together here. Your big toes are touching and so are your knees. And we're gonna raise up into chair pose. So this is like a squat. We know how to do this. You want to keep that neck nice and long, keeping your gaze neutral. Even though our legs are tired, we have the mindset to hold on to this pose for as long as we want, as long as we need. Because we have the strength and our breath, and we're connected to our breath. Breathe here. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. And inhale up. And the heart center. Hands down in the heart center. Few breaths here. All right, now we're gonna do some fun balancing poses. So you can stay at the front of your mat or look at me, whatever you wanna do. So here is where we're gonna do some standing poses, and starting with staying grounded on our left leg. We're gonna start by lifting up, putting our left arm on our hip, lifting up our right leg and doing extended hand to toe pose. So what you're gonna do, grab your right big toe with your right two fingers and extend that leg straight out. Staying mindful not to overextend your left knee. You wanna have a little bit of bend here. Knowing that if you fall out of the pose, that's okay. You can just get right back into it. It's okay to wobble. And breathe. And one more breath here. And now we're gonna switch to King Dancer pose. If you need to put your foot down, that's fine. But we're gonna grab onto the outside right ankle with our right hand. We're gonna kick that back leg out and straighten out that left arm. And going down as far as you can go. See, I'm losing that balance, but that's okay. I just go right back into it. Finding a place on the ground to steady my gaze. Connecting to your core here. Connecting to your breath. One more breath here. All right, and lower down. And if you can, we're just gonna go straight into tree pose. So you can put your right leg on your right foot on your left leg anywhere except your knee. I like to put my foot all the way up into my inner thigh. Just anywhere except your knee. Connecting to your breath here. You can put your hands to your heart center or raising up. Try to balance yourself here. Test yourself. Try to close your eyes. Maybe not. One more breath. And lower down. Nice and poised. All right, we're gonna switch legs here. So right hand on right hip, lifting up that left foot, grabbing the left big toe with our left 2 fingers, straightening out that leg, and breathe. Relax your jaw. You don't need your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Feel the stretch and breathe. Feel the opening in your quad and your thigh and your hip. One more breath here. And we're gonna switch to king dancer pose. If you need to put your foot down, that's fine. Or you can just kick it back. Grab that left ankle with your left hand. Hinge forward. Raise out that right hand in front of you. Connecting to your breath. Find your gaze. Kicking out that back left leg. One more breath here. And straight into tree pose. Wherever you feel is most comfortable, anywhere but the knee. So on your calf is fine, on your ankle is fine, or your upper thigh. See, on the other leg I was fine, but here I'm gonna put my left leg on my right calf because that's what feels more comfortable on this side. Here we have that balance in the pose, but we have a balance internally too. If you can, raise up your arms. One more breath. And lower down. All right. And we're just gonna stand in mountain pose for a few more breaths before we wind down this session. With deep breathing here, relax your face, relax your jaw. We know we can breathe the most effectively by using our diaphragm, by breathing evenly. That's the most effective way that we can use the energy, or use the breath, use the air, the oxygen to permeate all those cells to help us through our endurance when we're rowing, when we're running, when we're biking, when we're swimming, when we're doing circuits and our body is tired. Without that mental fortitude, without that mental toughness, we wouldn't be able to do anything as a rower. We need that oxygen to help us with that. All right, now you can sit down on your mat. And Danny, we talked about you doing the cool down, but I'm just going to do the cool down because it goes hand in hand with the yoga session. So we're going to sit on the ground, put our legs out in front of us, and reach towards our toes. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, fold a little bit more. And sitting up. We're going to cross that right leg over our left, loop that arm, or that left arm around our right leg, and twist to the right. And we want to make sure that left foot is engaged as we stay tall and twist, using the breath. Two more breaths here. And exhale, twist back around, straighten out the legs. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fold a little bit more as you exhale. And inhale, sit up. Fold that left leg over that right leg. Wrap that right arm around your left leg and twist to the left. Look behind you, keeping that back nice and tall. And twist forward. Forward fold one more time. And lay on your back. And we are, I forget the name of this right now, but we're going to lift our hips up as we inhale. So one breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, lift the hips up. And exhale, lower down. And we're going to do happy baby pose. Putting your legs up in the air. You can either hold the outside part of your legs, but I like to hold my big toes. And rock back and forth. And hug those knees towards you. Give yourself a big old hug and bring your forehead to your knees. Maybe rock back and forth a little, giving yourself a nice little back massage. And keeping those knees close to you, we're going to bring them to the right side of our body. Straighten out our arms and look towards the left side. Our left fingers. Keeping those shoulders down. So we're looking the opposite way that our knees are going. One big old breath here. And inhale back up to center. Squeeze your knees into your body. Bring your forehead to your knees. Exhale and bring those knees to the opposite side. And then a nice twist here in the spine. Straighten those arms like you're a tree and look towards the opposite side that your knees are on, so to your right side. Take deep breaths here. Feeling the air go into your rib cage. Feeling your rib cage expand in and out. And inhale, bring those knees back to center. And lay down, lay those legs down for Shavasana. So here's the best part of any practice, any yoga session. It's just laying here, feeling the goodness that you did for your body. Having your arms down by your sides with your palms up and closing your eyes. Knowing how to rest efficiently, relaxing all parts of your body is so important because then we can call upon the power when we need it most for those endurance pieces. So I'm going to call out parts of your body, keeping your eyes closed, and I want you to focus on breathing air into that part of your body to release the tension. Although you're not physically breathing air into that part of your body, just focusing your attention there, you can release the tension that you feel. So, starting with our feet, keeping your eyes closed, thinking about every part of your feet, the ball of your feet, heel, your toes, breathing air there. Turning it off. Getting rid of the tension. And focusing on your calves and your shins, breathing air into that part of your body, releasing the tension. And through your knees, all the way through your quads and your hamstrings, all the way up to your hips. Breathing air into that part of your body, releasing the tension. And focusing from your hips all the way through your torso, up to your chest. So this is where we have all of these important organs that we want to relax. We have our ab strength, our back. This is where we can really feel the air moving. Focus that, relaxing and releasing all the tension. And now focusing from our shoulders all the way down to our fingers, so all the way through our forearms, our upper arms, our biceps, our triceps, our shoulder blades on the back, on our back, releasing the tension, breathing air, and relaxing. And up to our face, our head, relaxing, releasing the tension. And 2 more breaths here. And rolling to the side, or right side or left side, whatever you feel is comfortable. And slowly sitting up. Hopefully you guys liked that. That was the first time I ever led anything like that, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel relaxed, and I hope you feel centered to do the rest of the hard workout that you have today.